Life 1900 years ago unfolded under a sun that shaped everything it touched. In Roman-era Egypt, the desert did not forgive neglect. Heat dried the skin, dust clung to every surface, and water itself was precious. Yet, in this harsh environment, Egyptians achieved something that still feels surprisingly modern: a refined, luxurious approach to personal care. Hair was not treated as a simple matter of cleanliness. It was a symbol of status, health, spirituality, and survival. Long before commercial shampoos, chemical surfactants, or plastic bottles, Egyptians developed sophisticated cleansing rituals using oils, herbs, and natural chemistry that rival many modern luxury products. Daily life demanded constant protection from the environment. Wind carried sand fine enough to penetrate fabric and skin. Insects thrived near the Nile's waters. Sweat, mixed with dust, created irritation and infection. Hair, left untreated, quickly became brittle, matted, and infested. Egyptians understood this intimately. Clean hair was not just aesthetic. It reduced disease, prevented parasites, and preserved comfort in a land where discomfort could quickly become dangerous. This necessity pushed experimentation forward, turning basic survival knowledge into an art form refined over centuries. Oil formed the foundation of Egyptian hair care. Olive oil, castor oil, moringa oil, and animal fats were widely available and carefully processed. These oils served multiple purposes at once. They coated hair strands, trapping dust before it reached the scalp, while also moisturizing skin exposed to relentless dryness. Oils dissolved dirt in a way water alone could not, allowing grime to be removed without stripping the hair of its natural strength. Modern chemistry would later name this principle, but Egyptians discovered it through observation and repetition. Herbs elevated these oils from simple protection to intentional cleansing. Aromatic plants such as rosemary, thyme, and juniper were crushed and infused, releasing compounds that discouraged bacteria and insects. Aloe vera soothed irritation and healed microabrasions caused by sand. Honey added antibacterial properties while improving texture and scent. Some mixtures included clay or natron, a naturally occurring mineral salt that gently absorbed excess oil and debris without damaging hair fibers. When rinsed away, these blends left hair clean, flexible, and lightly perfumed. The process itself was deliberate and ritualized. Oils were warmed under the sun or near firelight, then massaged into the scalp by hand. This was not rushed. Slow pressure stimulated blood flow and evenly distributed the mixture. After time had passed, hair was rinsed using water drawn carefully from the Nile, sometimes filtered through cloth to remove sediment. In wealthier households, attendants performed these rituals, transforming hygiene into an experience that mirrored what we now call a luxury spa treatment. Social class shaped how elaborate these routines became. Common laborers relied on simpler blends and shaved their heads regularly to reduce heat and pests. Priests shaved entirely for ritual purity. Nobles, however, cultivated hair as an expression of refinement. Wigs crafted from human hair or plant fibers were worn not to hide neglect, but to preserve carefully treated natural hair beneath. These wigs were also cleaned and oiled using similar methods, ensuring their longevity and appearance. Fragrance mattered deeply. Egyptians believed scent carried spiritual weight. Pleasant smells honored the gods and reflected inner harmony. Hair oils were often infused with lotus, myrrh, frankincense, or cinnamon, producing aromas that lingered in the heat. These scents masked natural odors, but they also signaled wealth, education, and cultural belonging. To smell refined was to be civilized. To smell foul was to exist closer to chaos. Roman influence did not erase these traditions. Instead, it spread them. As Egypt became a vital province of the Roman Empire, its beauty practices traveled outward. Roman elites adopted Egyptian oils, perfumes, and cleansing rituals, fascinated by their effectiveness. Written records describe imported Egyptian ointments selling at premium prices in Mediterranean markets. What began as a desert survival strategy evolved into an international luxury industry. Contrary to modern assumptions, Egyptians did not rely heavily on soap. True soap, made from lye and fats, existed but was harsh and primarily used for textiles or medical cleaning. For hair, it was unsuitable. Egyptians noticed that soap stripped oils too aggressively, leaving hair dry and damaged in an already unforgiving climate. Their oil-based approach preserved hair integrity while achieving cleanliness, a balance many modern products still struggle to achieve. Health benefits followed naturally. Regular oiling reduced scalp infections, soothed inflammation, and prevented fungal growth. Lice, a persistent problem in ancient societies, were less likely to thrive in well-oiled hair infused with certain herbs. This was not superstition, it was applied knowledge, refined through lived experience. In a world without antibiotics, prevention was everything. Hair care also intersected with identity. Hairstyles communicated age, marital status, profession, and religious role. Children often had shaved heads with a single lock, symbolizing youth and vulnerability. Adults displayed carefully arranged styles that reflected order and control. Maintaining hair was a visible commitment to discipline in a landscape defined by extremes. Even death did not end these practices. Mummification rituals included hair treatment. Oils and resins preserved not only skin, but hair texture, ensuring the deceased entered the afterlife whole and dignified. Tomb paintings depict individuals with dark, glossy hair long after burial, a testament to how deeply hair care was woven into concepts of eternity. When viewed through a modern lens, the sophistication of these methods becomes striking. Today's luxury shampoos advertise oil infusions, herbal extracts, scalp nourishment, and sulfate-free formulas. These are not new ideas, they are rediscoveries. Ancient Egyptians understood that hair is not meant to be stripped, but protected and balanced. Their solutions were sustainable, biodegradable, and adapted perfectly to their environment. The difference lies not in intelligence, but in priorities. Industrialization favored speed and mass production. Ancient Egypt favored harmony with nature. Their shampoo was not a product squeezed from a bottle, but a process rooted in patience, observation, and respect for the body. Each ingredient served a purpose, refined through generations rather than marketing campaigns. Life 1900 years ago demanded awareness modern life often forgets. Every choice mattered. Water could not be wasted, skin could not be neglected, hair could not be ignored. What we call luxury today was for them intelligent adaptation. Their oils and herbs were not indulgences, but tools of survival, elevated into symbols of beauty. Standing in the shadow of history, it becomes clear that progress does not always move forward. Sometimes it circles back. As modern consumers search for natural formulas and ancient wisdom, they unknowingly echo the choices made along the Nile nearly 2 millennia ago. In a desert civilization powered by the sun, luxury was not excess, it was mastery. And in the quiet ritual of oil warmed by firelight and herbs crushed by hand, ancient Egypt left behind more than monuments. It left a lesson. True luxury begins with understanding nature, not fighting it.